Hello, Natalie. Thank you so much for posting your work. So we got your three choices: Burlington, the Bunny Fest, and the Veg Fest, both near Atlanta. Okay, and you've got your PDF attached. All right, let's go ahead and jump right over and take a look. The presentation is good. I think that you've done a really good job defining your target audience. And in design, one of the most important things you can do in the preliminary stages of design is to really establish, to a very high degree, determine and establish your target audience. The reason I say that is because it's easy to understand that our communicative technique is different depending on the audience that we're communicating to. So in other words, we communicate differently to a group of high school students than we would communicate to a group of professional stockbrokers, right? So it's really important that you determine who the target audience is so that you can ascertain the most effective and expeditious way to communicate with that target audience. So I was pretty glad to see your detailed description of the target audience. That's fantastic. Then we have the reasoning behind your choice and your intent for the poster itself. And you've done that. You've followed that formula outstanding. In an outstanding manner on all three of your sketches. So that's great. Keep up the great work in your presentations. It's really, really important to be able to express yourself as a designer verbally and written while you're submitting your work. So I encourage all students to include a very detailed written rationale along with submitting all of their design work, not only for this class, but I think it's a great practice in all of your classes. Okay, so let's go and take a look. Okay, we've got Visit Burlington, Iowa. Interesting, you've got the main road as the main focal point leading into presumably Burlington, Iowa. Then you've got the different events here on the side of the poster. So that's a good start. I love the Bunny Fest. I think this is really interesting. If we take a look at the two posters, Visit Burlington, Iowa, and the Bunny Fest, I think the Bunny Fest immediately defines itself as a more engaging, more interesting, and more accessible piece. So that's not to say that I'm recommending you move in this direction. My recommendation is that you pursue the direction that you feel has the most potential. And I'll expound on that in 1 second. But before I do, let's take a look at the Atlanta Veg Fest 2019. Got a nice little veg stand here and then a couple of different isolated scenes right here. This looks like some sort of a cornucopia. And then this looks like a speaker at a podium. So I'm not real sure how you're going to tie those in. The speaker seems not to fit with the other two. If this is a group of three, two of the three seem to follow the same directional approach, while this one seems to have something a little bit unrelated. So think about that. As far as your sketches go and moving forward with the project, just please understand that this is an illustration class. So I'm going to be looking very heavily at your development effort and the techniques that you're using in your illustration. I really want you to push yourself in this class. I mean, really, really take a look every week at the techniques, different techniques that we're learning, and employ those techniques into your weekly work. And again, really push yourself. The only way you can grow as a designer, specifically in this particular case as an illustrator illustrating a poster, I think the best way for you to excel in this area is to push yourself out of your comfort zone. So whatever you're used to doing in Illustrator, let's start trying some new and different techniques and really get this thing to a level of visual engagement that will surpass any expectations set in the assignment requirements. All right, so those are my those are my comments and recommendations. Natalie, if you've got any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. But as I said, go ahead and pursue the direction you feel has the most potential. And just remember moving forward, you really, really want to employ the most engaging illustrative techniques as possible. Okay, great job. Thank you so much, Natalie. Please don't hesitate to contact me with questions or clarification.